So when it comes to filmmaking, it can be very fun and exciting, but at the same time, very challenging. And this one thing has helped me tremendously when it comes to being better at filmmaking and just feeling more comfortable within my own world of this art. Cool. When it comes to composition, lighting, details, and storytelling, this has taught me everything that I needed to know. From learning how to work a single scene in its entirety and capturing every single detail and subject and better tell a story within that scene. This one thing has taught me so much, and I feel like I'm a better filmmaker because of it. Alright, cool, so what's the deal? It's of course your boy Valandis back with yet another video. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about the thing that I think made me 100 times better at filmmaking. Now, disclaimer, I do want to preference that I in no way think that I am like this amazing filmmaker or director. I do still have a lot to learn, and I'm excited about that. And I'm also excited about all the things that I've already learned. I'm a student of the game. I don't think there'll ever be a point in which I'm not a student of filmmaking or anything that involves a camera. This is the reason why I watch a movie every single day, to learn and take from. I'm on my way to 365 movies in a year, by the way. If you don't already follow me on Letterboxd, hit me with a follow over there. But seriously, that's why I like to learn things from my friends that I'm around who do filmmaking, big or small. I like to learn from people on YouTube. I like to take things from already established filmmakers and directors, just because I love learning about this stuff, and I don't think I'm too good or at any point in which I don't need to learn anything anymore. So, need to preference that. All right, so now the one thing that I give all the credit to when it comes to me learning and developing as a filmmaker and me finding my style and everything that I think made me become a better filmmaker is photography. Now, before some of y'all start sucking your teeth and moaning and groaning, please just hear me out. Let me cook a little bit.
Let him cook. Let him cook now.
A lot of the things that I do and a lot of the things that I like to see within filmmaking in my videos all come directly from the things that I like to do and see within my photography. I feel like I say this in every single video, but if you're not new to this channel, then you know that this used to be a photography channel. And I didn't transition into doing filmmaking on this channel up until like maybe a couple months ago. But 9 times out of 10, if you follow me, especially before I started doing filmmaking on YouTube, you probably follow me because of photography. And you know that I have a really deep passion and love for photography. But if you followed me before that, even on YouTube, you know that this channel was all over the place in terms of vlogs and short films, and I even made a couple movies all by myself, and that's the stuff that I truly wanted to do on this platform. But I was doing photography so much, and I wanted to incorporate that into these videos and do photography videos and teach photography and just have a familiar face for people who look like me, who come from places like me, to look to when it comes to photography when they get on this platform. And when it comes to filmmaking, I feel like I owe everything that I know about filmmaking to photography, because in October it will be a decade of me doing photography. And when I say me doing photography, I don't mean just like here and there doing photography on and off or just like when I can. I mean a full 10 years every single day of that 10 years using a camera or having a camera in my hand, whether I was shooting something around the house, whether I was showing somebody how to do something, whether I was learning something my own, going out in the field, shooting lifestyle photos, shooting product photos, whatever the case may be. I had a camera in my hand for the last 10 years. Almost every single day has been a part of, like, it's been more a part of me than myself, if that makes sense. And when it comes to filmmaking, the reason why I can see light the way I see light, or compose the way I compose, or color my videos the way I color them, is all because of my 10-year run with photography. And when it comes to photography, and I've said this on the channel before, but every single time I go out and take photos, I always try to view and take these photos in a way that would seem like it's a still taken from a movie. And I incorporate that into my filmmaking today, because when I go out to make films or to film anything for these YouTube videos or music videos or whatever the case may be, I always think about how I would photograph it and how I would approach this as photography. And something that's always been a part of my filmmaking journey and photography journey is how I could tell a story through images. Something I've always loved doing with photography was telling a story, and I always felt like if I could tell a story in a single frame, I could probably do the same thing with 24 frames or 60 frames or 120. And I feel like for me, photography doesn't always translate to filmmaking, and filmmaking doesn't always translate to photography, because you can be really good at photography but not that great at filmmaking, and vice versa. But there is a pipeline between photographers becoming filmmakers, which is amazing, and I love that. But I feel like the years and years and years of me learning how to compose my shot, and the years of me learning how to work with light, and the years of me trying to figure out how to tell stories within like small rooms or within a single photo has helped me tremendously when it came to doing these same exact things within filmmaking. It's just within filmmaking, these things have to be kind of constant and not just in a single image. But I think photography is the reason why I love static shots. If you watch this channel, you know that I do a ton of static shots. A lot of that is because I film by myself, but even when I film with other people, I just love the fact that the camera is standing still and the world around us is happening. And I like to be observant, and I like things to happen within my frame and not to use my camera as a tool to tell the story, but to use the people and the things that's in the story to be the story. The camera's just a tool within that. And being able to capture and tell a story in a single frame is something that I've always cherished, and something that I've always just worked hard, like very hard at. And photography has allowed me to see the world differently and to see things through a lens and not just through my everyday eyes. And for me, that's super important because I work with as little gear and as little set design as possible. And I feel like that process also became more intimate to me when I started shooting film. And I just feel like that also allowed me to kind of slow down, take a step back, and really work on composing my shots and work on getting the lighting right for my shots, and worked on just seeing things happen within the frame and kind of capturing things as they go by, and not just being so eager to shoot a million photos or a million things at once, because I can always find a good picture or a decent picture within the million shots that I take. I've been doing photography for so long, and I love photography, but I've definitely always wanted to be a filmmaker. But I think, like other people, and I wouldn't call it an excuse, but I kind of made excuses to why I couldn't start, or why I didn't have the time or have the right amount of gear or things to do things that I wanted to do. Because I feel like when we first start, or when we have these ideas, we think about them being perfect. But as you guys know, I'm a big advocate of just doing things regardless of if it looks perfect or not, because I don't think everything should or is perfect. So I just started doing things the way I wanted to do them. I also think that over the time of me being a photographer and doing so many different type of photography shoots, it taught me a lot about filmmaking and getting certain shots within filmmaking. For example, product photography helped me focus on detail shots and getting those little details that matter within telling these stories. Environmental portraiture, which is something that I like to say that, you know, I came up with, but nah, for real though. But that style of photography helped me realize that the environment in which a subject is in is also just as important as the subject. And it's important to capture the environment just as it is to capture the subject of that environment. And there's so many other things that I can go over within photography that helped me with transitioning into filmmaking. And I kind of just wanted to sit down and talk to you guys about photography and why it was important for me when it comes to filmmaking. And I definitely think that filmmaking and photography is synonymous, because clearly, like I said earlier, it's one's just pictures and other one's moving pictures, and that's just the same thing. But at the same time, they're so different, and they can be approached in totally different ways by totally different people, and styles are different, things look different. So yeah, I kind of guess this was just like a love letter to photography, because I feel like I don't do it as much on this channel anymore. I do still take photos all day, every single day. I just don't post it as much or make videos about it. I kind of just wanted to do that now for me, because I've been doing it so long and posting it and all this other stuff. And I kind of just wanted to, you know, as corny as it sounds, start taking photos again for myself and other things of that nature. So that's what I've started to do. But with that being said, I do want to give myself kind of a photography project to do by the end of this year. And for me, I think the photography project is going to be 10 different photos that look like screen grabs, like actual screen grabs from a movie. And I think I want the photography project to be 10 different photos that look like they can be movies or movie posters or be pulled from some sort of movie. I just want them to look no better, for lack of better terms, I want them to look cinematic. I think I'm gonna give myself that photography project. Willem, if you guys are into photography, film photography, you guys know who Willem is, but he also is doing a photography project. And I will say that he probably inspired me to do one on my own too, because I feel like these things give me a reason to go out and use my camera. And like, I don't know, I just feel like I feel alive when I'm doing something where I feel like it I don't know how to explain it, but you guys understand what I'm saying. If you don't, I apologize. I can't explain it. But yeah, I'm going to be doing a photography project that is me getting 10 cinematic photos. But anyway, yeah, with that being said, if you are not subscribed to the channel, please do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you didn't, I do apologize. It's going to be some videos up here that maybe you will enjoy. So click on those, have some fun. With that being said, I'm going to get up out of here and I'm going to go do some shit. You guys should do the same exact thing. Love you guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share, all the stuff. Ring the bell, all the things that YouTubers tell you to do when the video's coming to an end. So with that being said, watch one of these videos and subscribe to the channel. Your boy's out of here. Let's get it. Let's go do the shit. No vibes, man.